From the day I was born into this world to becoming a young mother myself, I spent majority of my life living in West Malaysia or Peninsular Malaysia. This squid or cuttlefish type is the only one I am familiar with at that time. After coming back from South Australia, due to our financial constraints, trapped fin breams are often in our grocery list when we were raising our young kids back then. When my mother adopted family came to visit us from West Malaysia, it was suggested from a local seller to use this type of squid, which is called sotong katak, for barbecue rather than other squid. Before we share more about this video topic about sotong katak, which literally translates as frog squid or frog cuttlefish. So in the Nusantara region, sotong means squid or cuttlefish, and katak is frog, or in Japanese, kairu. However, at the moment, to avoid confusion, Papa is not cleaning sotong katak or frog squid, but a common cuttlefish that is called calamari in the Western countries. While Papa clean this squid, we can familiarize ourselves with the anatomy of this squid, like the shell and fin, morphological characteristic. These are one of the features that will differentiate sotong katak or frog squid with this squid that is being cleaned.
Gigi dia. Biasa saya buang dia terus sebiji macam ni. Ni kalau yang besar macam ni, ada isi ni. Boleh dia ambil dulu. Pak yang gigi dia. Biasa buang macam ni.
At school, in science class, we have learned that squids are boneless animals. They don't have bones like clams. Nevertheless, like clams, squid also have shells. But where is the squid shell? Shellfish like clams have hard shells outside of its soft body tissues to protect itself. However, squid shell is inside its body. The squid shell helps the squid with balancing its buoyancy or floating in the water. I learned using the word calamari when we were living in Australia, so this is not a common word in Malaysia to refer to squid dish. There's not much information available online in regards to sotong katak. However, I learned that on this planet Earth, there are more than 800 species of squids. From that list, 200 species were identified living in South China Sea. At this location, you can see how different it is. Activities in the morning and during night time, which is the seafood eateries are only open during night time. Interestingly, looking at price comparison, frog squid or sotong katak is more expensive than other squid species except for the octopus. Even for smaller grade frog squid, it's generally above 10 ringgit Malaysia per kilogram. squid diet consists of fish, crustacean, and even squids within its family itself. Sotong katak or frog squid does not have that much black liquid compared to the other squid species, but it can camouflage much faster. It is reported that sotong katak or frog squid movement is much slower compared to the other squid species. This is the article that I have learned a lot about sotong katak or frog squids. There are many sotong katak or frog squid species, and it is said that researchers differentiate these species based on its shell shapes when they discover it on the coastline. To refresh again, squid don't have bones, but they have shells inside their body. These are the differences between sotong katak and other type of squids. First is the shell, as can be seen here. The length of fin or sirip, what we call in Malay language, is also different. When I was young, learning how to cook squid, one of the things I was nervous about cooking squid is that if it's too short or too long, the cooking duration, it can cause it to be a very hard, chewy texture. However, cooking with sotong katak or frog squid can never be wrong, as the texture will remain the same even after too long period or many times reheating it. It will be just the same texture, not too chewy, not too tough, and not too soft. Tentacles of sotong katak or frog squid is really suitable as a substitute for Japanese food takoyaki in terms of flavor and texture. Highly recommended. As shown, sotong katak or frog squid is suitable for various cooking methods, as the flesh does not become tough or chewy after cooking. Even though the name of this squid might put off certain people to buy it, but it has a very stable price in Sabah compared to other squid species, indicating one of local favorite squid seafood resource. We have a seafood or aquatic animal food resource video in the playlist if interested. For some maritime community, the shell of sotong katak has traditional medicinal value. When I curiously asked fishermen who was cleaning and collecting the shell at the site. Finally, the avocado tree that my mother planted from seed has beginning to produce big fruits.